When I first heard ODO, I thought it was a joke because I did not realize that's a singer and the name of the song. But oh my God, I did not know what's coming my way. So this is not going to be first time reaction to ODO. I'm going to be completely transparent because this song was actually brought to me by my students that wanted to cover the song, and I was absolutely floored. And if I tell you that I was floored, I am not over exaggerating whatsoever. First of all, right down my alley with the genre. The composition of that song is so much chaos and fun, and it's just literally from every corner. The sound and the production of that song is insane. And of course we've got ODO with her insane vocals. And when I first heard the recording, I knew immediately that I want to hear it live. So this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna hear her live, and I'm very excited. I chose the best live performance of ODO that I found. I had a little bit of a visual issue with that video, so I definitely encourage you to go and watch the original. I think the visual production was amazing as well. But now let's get into it. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. There's so much to cover, and she literally just sang the intro to the song. This is exactly what I was talking about. She's actually singing this with much more texture than she's singing on the recording. So I'm already like wowed from the get-go. Okay, we're gonna start one more time. Literally, I'm just gonna give you pointers to what to focus on. She has a lot of flips there. You can hear it. Very controlled though. If you do have uncontrolled flip, a lot of times you end up out of the pitch after reconnecting, right? She is not having that issue. She was a little bit pitchy on the first kind of belt that she went for, but I think it's because of the emptiness at the beginning. Every time you start a cappella, there is a little bit of a risk that you can kind of miss a hit, the first one. And texture there immediately into that fry. Oh my God. Okay, something like this would be really difficult, and I would say almost really dangerous to sing for someone who doesn't have experience with that. There are a lot of flips. She is constantly working with her core voice, with her mix, up to her head mix. So literally covering the entire kind of passaggio range. This song is majorly gonna be in her mix, which is interesting because that's a place which most of the singers do actively try to avoid. But here is what happens when you're not avoiding your passaggio, when you're not avoiding your mix, when you're working with that and you can strengthen it to this level. It's insane. This is also a great example. You don't have to be scared of your break. She is using it very a lot in this performance. She is not trying to cover it. So there are a lot of obvious and visible, audible flips there. And she's using it as a stylization. She's not like trying to cover it and make it pretty and make it very fluent. She's using it into her advantage, and she's using it as actually enrichment of her singing style in this song. That's why it's just so mind-blowing, the amount of stuff that she does, because she's fluctuating, she's flipping, she's doing some yodel, and then into it, she still connects a lot to her chest, even though she's, you know, a lot in her sometimes head voice, sometimes in her mix, but it's a constant fluctuation with little to no fear. This woman has no fear. Suddenly the glotton's there's a little bit of like a sweet potato in her throat. Again, a completely different color than when she sang it the first time. Very much of a flip in a different way. That flipping. All right. That is so well done. There is one entire exercise that I do with my students. It's called pentatonic slides. It's amazing because it covers your mix, but it forces you to slide back down into your chest, which is kind of smoothing out your passaggi and giving you much more control over it. And this kind of like jump that she's doing there is absolutely amazing. She has a lot of control there as well. And it's great to see the change in the color of the voice because the flip is just so out there. Okay, because I cannot let myself go. I love this song. I will literally jam the entire time and I wouldn't comment on anything, and that we can't have that, right? Can we? The texture is brave. For the intensity that she's singing with, the texture is very, very brave. I would be terrified, and I did give myself an ultimatum to use more texture in my voice, especially because I want to do more Japanese covers, and I know that I cannot sing it with my only pretty style. So texture is something that I'm working on, but this woman has no fear, and she is adding a lot of different fries, sometimes almost going into the growls, but in the most dangerous of the spaces. Oh my God. I think her confidence in singing is literally unmatched. And this song is literally proving it. Whoever covers this song, it's a brave soul, because this song, you have to, it just forces you to plug in a lot of parts of your voice that if you can do it on the level that she's doing it, you're incredibly versatile. So this is a song that is gonna pull that versatility out of you. And if you do not have it, you will be lacking. Can we appreciate the drums? Honestly, can we appreciate the drums? I've never heard this live, and holy cow, and the drums are amazing. Wow. I love her costume too. I've talked about the fact that we do not need to see singers' faces. Getting ready to react to more of HoloLive singers, so the singing VTubers and people who do not. It's not a new concept, which people talked about in the comments, because the gorillas were here before a long time, right? So it's not something that is a new concept, but it's a very brave concept, and not a lot of people can actually pull it. That their art and their singing and their style is just so fascinating and amazing that they really do not have to show their face. I appreciate it. I'm a huge fan of that. But again, not everybody can pull that. That's why my admiration is definitely there. very much of a speechy quality there. You could see where she stopped singing. Right? Because she's using a little bit of a vibrato here and there, especially in those richer lower tones. But when she started to speak, her tone changed completely. That's why sometimes if you want to enrich lower parts of your song, try to feel like you're actually speaking and you're just melodizing your normal speech. It's gonna bring a completely new level to it. Oh my God. She's killing me with that fry. She's killing me with that fry. Oh, okay. That crumbled a tiny little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It's can be the cause of that. It was a changing in the vowel. I realized this when I was training this song, when I was kind of teaching this song to my students, that the change in the vowels can be very dangerous in some spaces. So opened O's, great ones. But sometimes there is this kind of flip between two vowels that can destabilize the voice a lot, and especially in this kind of like difficult spaces. So the interesting thing about it is that if it would be higher, it would be cool. If it would be lower, it would be cool, but it could have been just around that little break that is a little destabilized and the two vowels just tipped it over the edge, right? And I'm not trying to vouch for her, even though she made a little mistake, but in the terms of this particular performance. She kind of saved it into this, like, I wanted to make it like a little haunting, right? So professional. She's completely getting me with those slides from that, head voice down into her chest, but enriching it with immediately frying that, right? So not only you're getting difference in the tone quality, because those are two different registers, but she's sliding into the lower register with a texture to make it even more like the dominance, that change, even more out there, even more shocking. Damn. What a woman. What a woman. What a singer. What a brave soul. Oh my God. To say that I love ODO is really understatement. I love this song. When I first heard it, I was like, oh my God. I showed it to everybody and listened to it like for 100 times. Until this day, if I want to feel like a superhero, if I want to pump myself up, I go and listen to this song. I actually am long-term planning to cover this song eventually. I cannot speak Japanese, so I first have to cover the basis of the language and the pronunciation. But I would love, love, love to cover this song. So let me know if you would like to hear me sing this. This would be definitely a challenge because, again, the versatility that this kicks out of a singer is insane. ODO is... a madman. You know, there is extreme singing out there. It's not something that is not done. Like, for example, in metal, right? And there are a lot of genres that use extreme singing, a lot of textures. But the way she creatively used this in this song, in this genre, in this blend, absolutely fluctuated between all the registers without no regard with no care in the world, with a lot of challenge. So there's not just like you have to be able to move across your passaggio very smoothly, but actually do a lot of extra things on top of that. So the confidence needs to be there. So this song is definitely a confidence song. It's gonna be a downfall of most of the singers that would cover this song would be the confidence, the lack of the confidence. Because you can be a good singer, but you have to trust yourself. And honestly, it's a really hard thing to do, to fully trust your voice and trust your abilities to this level. So she's a great singer and she's a confident one. Again, I'm gonna mention Lisa because I absolutely love Lisa and her style. And I will definitely recommend you to go watch a Netflix documentary about Lisa. She's training with her vocal coach there, and they are talking exactly about the importance of the movements like this and how it doesn't have to be only a pretty sound. It can get a lot of different textures and, you know, it enriches the entire thing so much. So if you haven't seen that one, please go watch. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here's the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. Here is the rest of my Japanese reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time.